Well, the power went out at a Whitehaven apartment complex. Tenants told us their landlord had not paid the bill.
Oh, and that's when WREG problem solver Stacey Jacobson started digging and uncovered a trail of money and tax breaks, raising even more questions.
This one was sick. This woman needs to be taken care of.
We met David Jackson and Gloria Cochran getting caught up in the heat of the moment. As the sun beat down, they told us their electricity went out.
I got breathing machines in there. I can't hook them up and use it.
According to MLGW officials, they cut off the Garden View apartments for non-payment. These notices show the warnings to the owner. At one point, more than $10,000 overdue.
It ain't right. It's just not right.
But I think they're a slumlord.
We tried to get answers.
Hi, we're with Channel 3. We're trying to find out what happened, why the electricity was turned off the other day.
I can't talk, I'm sorry.
Eventually, MLGW told us the new owners never changed the account to their name. Tenants say it's a sign of mismanagement that goes beyond bills. You can see code enforcement has cited them as well.
When I go to the garbage can, I got to step over garbage to put my garbage in the garbage can.
We set out to find the owners. That proved more difficult than expected. The Garden View apartments are owned by an LLC registered to a Brooklyn, New York address. These documents from the Tennessee Secretary of State show the Garden View owners also have several other properties in Memphis, including Sunrise Villas on Winchester.
This is what we have to deal with.
That's where Michaela Christian lives with her children. She told us a familiar story about utilities getting turned off when her landlord didn't pay the bill. Turns out MLGW has sent cutoff notices here as well.
Everybody pays. The ones that pay their bill, that's fine, but we still have to suffer because of the complex that's not doing their part.
It's frustrating, especially considering these owners are getting a tax break. Documents show Shimon Weinberger and Maddie Wurzberger, the names behind Garden View LLC, are potentially saving thousands of dollars a year through a pilot from the Memphis Health Educational and Housing Facility Board. The problem solvers obtained the board inspections of that complex. It talks about some improvements, but focuses more on the issues, citing trash on ground and a backed up sewer line, ultimately concluding the property looks dirty and unkept. Board members rejected our request for an interview, but their attorney emailed answers to our questions. We asked if these circumstances meet expectations. The attorney wrote external monitors found deficiencies. They are working on addressing them, and the property has not been declared in legal default as yet.
I'm a reporter in Memphis.
When we finally reached the New York owners on the phone, they told us they didn't own property in our area and hung up. A manager at their Fraser property told us to leave.
Excuse me, ma'am, y'all trespassing.
The next day, after we visited their Garden View property, the utilities got turned back on.
It's better now since I have lights.
But for these renters who say they pay on time, it's tough to accept.
What do you think that says about these owners?
Slumlord. And I would just love to have a maintenance man when I need it. My grounds cut.
What does it make you think when you hear that the owners of this complex are getting a tax break?
They should be given because, like, it's a lot of work to be done. I don't see them putting in the work and the money used to what it needs to be used into. Because really, these apartments need to be better than what they are.
The board says it continues to update policies and procedures for better oversight.
Trash and debris everywhere.
The Garden View property is also now on the radar of Shelby County Environmental Court. Solving problems in Whitehaven. Stacey Jacobson, WREG, News Channel 3.
Okay, so here's where we stand now. The Garden View property has now had 2 hearings in environmental court. The owners, though, were no-shows both times. We'll let you know what happens next. Now, we also heard from one of the local property managers via email. She says they're taking care of all tenant complaints, but didn't answer any of our questions about how they're using the tax break to improve the properties.